This is Mike with DRUMline. I'm with Adrian Benavides and Diaz.
Hola.
They play with Daughtry.
We both play with Daughtry.
We have a tech, and it's Tech Week at DRUMline, and we have a drummer.
He fills in a lot.
And you guys are the teamwork. So tell us a little bit about your relationship.
Been going at this for 3 years,
Okay.
and had a tech prior. Adrian came in almost, about a year ago?
No, it hasn't been that long. A few months.
A few
Okay.
months. So you
See,
don't
I'm
get
trying to give him
you don't get
props.
your full vacation benefits yet. Because if you would have just said it's been a year, you would have been in
Oh, man.
in the Bahamas. But you screwed up.
Bottom line is this: best tech I've had
That's awesome.
in umpteenth years of playing and touring, and it's great to have a guy that actually is your friend as well as knowing your drums in and out. He's kind of telepathic when it comes to what I need done, and it's really reassuring for me to jump on this kit every night in a full house, knowing that my drums are taken care of and that I'm going to sound good. And yeah, that's why we all love Adrian here.
That's right. Well, a lot of people know the drummers. The drummers get a lot of coverage. We know what you guys do. That's what you guys do.
That's pyro.
Oh, pyro went off. You don't even need to play the bass. So
No.
if they put off a lot of pyro
Yes.
in time, then you can just play the snare.
Yes.
But anyway, we exposed a little bit of what the tech world was like through
Yes.
through a few different interviews. Robbie Cope today. And
Robbie Cope is
Adrian.
awesome.
You've been at this 3 years. 3 years of this band.
Touring and playing with Daughtry 3 years.
Okay, and then you guys got a lot of hit songs, a lot of popular
Lots.
music.
Yes. Very fortunate these days. Yes.
And you Bonhamize the heck out of everything
That's
during
what
sound
I
check.
do. Yes. And you're filming tonight. 3 songs.
I will be shooting some still photos. So
Okay.
when I do shoot those, would you hold absolutely still?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and you can move back here because it's really tech world.
Well, I do a lot of dancing back here. Just, kind of.
I'm gonna leave this now.
Okay. All
to
right.
Mr.
Thank you
Adrian
for the interview.
Benavides.
All right.
Hey! Thank you guys.
All right, great.
DRUMline.
Yep.
All right.
That's us.
See you guys.
Thanks
Peace.
a lot. Thanks for the time.
My world is pretty much behind Robin's drum kit, and I run playback during the show.
Okay.
So I have basically a rig that runs Ableton Live, and
Okay.
I have a controller here. Yep, it's a redundant
happens
rig, so both computers are mirrors of each other.
Something blew up. You
Yep,
got
something
another
went
one?
wrong. I've got the other one that's playing back at the exact same time, and our radial DIs just automatically flip, knowing when the signal gets lost. So what I'm running back here is click tracks, so that the band can hear and keep time with each other,
Okay.
and a couple of cues that the front of house doesn't hear. The audience does not hear that. And then we've got a couple of, just kind of some backing things, a little intro noises, and a couple of synth sounds that are just kind of, help.
And you
out.
tried to trigger those because he doesn't have any
Yeah.
foot triggers. It's all
That's
acoustic drums
that's
up there,
I'm
right?
triggering things back here. Most of it is just kind of start a song. There's a couple of moments where I have to come in here and make sure I trigger things right at the start of a chorus or things like that. So there's a little bit of a performance aspect to it, which kind of keeps things fresh and fun during the show, focused and all that kind of stuff. So when that's not going on, I've got my eyes 100% on Robin
Okay.
during the show, and that's the other half of my gig is drum tech. And so, every day I spend a lot more time with the drums than I do with the computer rig because I've already programmed everything for the session, so this is all good to go every night.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll have a couple of songs we need to change, the set order and things like that, so that'll just take a few minutes. But yeah, most of my day is drum maintenance and making sure the kit looks good and sounds good. It's pretty straightforward. Robin's a really heavy hitter.
Yes.
He's a solid drummer, and so it really makes my job easy. All I got to do is just make sure that they're Bonham ready, as he put it. The kind of style that he plays is just really big, open fills, and so I like to make sure that the drums have a nice, big, open musical sound to them.
And because he's a heavy hitter, does he go through a few heads and things? Anything break during the show?
Surprisingly, there's only been one time when we've had to change a snare head in the middle of the show. I mean, the Remos that we use are solid. They're great for everyday use, and these drums live on this riser and go straight onto the truck. They don't go into cases.
Oh my goodness!
So we absolutely rely 100% on Remo and Pork Pie to have some stability, and they deliver. Absolutely.
Well, I saw you Wheel My Heart split, and then you guys put the
Yeah. So all I got to
deck
do
together.
is just flip the kick over to one side, and
Okay.
that just lives there. And we have some bungee cords that we just kind of hold everything down so it doesn't shake around too much.
Are
on
you
the
making
truck.
fun of Robbie Cope on his way out because he has to break down every
Oh
single thing?
man, he's we give each other some grief sometimes. You know?
And Robbie gets to set up 2 kits.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
well,
because he's not happy
some
just
days
setting
I
up
have
one.
to set up 2 kits as well. We have a practice kit that we set
okay.
up in dressing rooms. So
Oh, okay. Is it full-on kit or is it practice pads?
it's a full kit,
Oh,
and
okay.
we'll have that set up on days where we have enough space for it.
Robin Diaz, RD, Research and Development. You guys, one of your, not to make a joke. Well, actually, that was funny.
Yeah.
But no, you guys do the research on the field. You try the products. You give
Absolutely.
them feedback. Pork pie.
Yeah, we're using
What
the new
holds up and
vintage.
so forth?
Yeah, we're using the new vintage Emperor heads on the toms now, and man, those sound great. We had the clear heads on for the last leg, and those sounded really solid too. But with these, we get a little bit more of the modern attack, a little bit more of that crack, you know.
Now, was that scripted? You said attack, and there was a snare drum hit, like
And,
a single snare drum hit. Robbie Cope heard you say
Yeah,
attack.
yeah, that's Robbie on the drums back there.
Hold up, Robbie. Don't do your job.
But yeah, I mean, we try out different things and let them know how we like them and how they work out. Doing road tests and such. And yeah, so far these vintage Emperors are really, really great. It's a good, it's the best of both worlds. You get that modern attack and feel, and then you still get some of that vintage, that thick sort of vibe that Robin likes on those toms. So yeah.
And so you use Sabian, I guess?
Yes, he's got Sabian cymbals. They've been great for us. He rarely cracks anything, but it happens.
Did you see the Sabian display at NAMM the last couple of years?
I haven't.
It's like smoking on fire. First, there was a tower, and it's like 200 cymbals on it. It's like 25 feet tall.
Oh, nice.
And this year they had LEDs behind it, and they only smoked it out a little bit. But it was really cool.
That's
and
cool.
then you can check that out. We got that up.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.